Welcome everyone to the JungleCast Podcast. I am your host Dre, alongside with Lex and Cam. And today's
Yeah,
episode, and in today's episode, we are excited to bring you a vibrant variety streamer, content creator, and community builder who has been making waves in the streaming community since January of 2023. Whether she's diving into the fast-paced excitement of Marvel Rivals, navigating emotional storytelling in the Walking Dead series, Telltale series, I should say, or vibing with the Kingdom Hearts series. Her passion for creating a welcoming space had made her a standout voice in the content creation world. Let's welcome Tamara Love to the podcast. How you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Enjoying this Saturday. The good thing about Michigan is that it's like it gets warm, but it's not humid. So it's like I'm able to wear shorts, but I'm also able to wear this flannel without like passively sweating.
Yeah, you lucky
Must
right
be
now.
nice.
yeah. How was you at DreamCon? Were you struggling? You're
Oh,
considering
yes.
that because
I'm not gonna lie
that's
to
a
you.
180. That's a 180. That's why I was. You saw how cold it was in Jar Jar Brown.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It was so odd because I was like the main driver for like a good 3/4 of it. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had the seat like all the way up, almost like face to window. I had that heat, not the heat. I had the AC blasted on high, but then as soon as
I
we
had that
walked
heat on.
outside, nah, we definitely needed to take a couple stops, like inside or some shops or something. But overall, honestly, Houston is very nice. It's definitely a huge, I'd say, cultural switch from Michigan because, I live in a small town. Diversity is kind of there, but also kind of not.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. But in Houston, it's like flourishing culturally. So,
Well, that's nice. At least got some nice warm weather in Michigan right now. Where I'm at right now in Jersey, it's like 88 degrees right now. Might be
It's one
turning
up.
up to like the 90s, and maybe to the hundreds later on.
It's 102
hundreds?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean,
Yep.
yesterday's the first day of summer. Yesterday was the start of the first day of summer, so bringing that summer heat, kicking in
Shoot,
early.
in Texas and Cali, maybe Florida, summer starts early. Summer's the
But
longest season out the whole year.
summer
The rest don't
summer
exist.
starts in April. Yep.
That's what we're saying. Yeah, maybe a different type of heat where we both from, but summer starts where? Because it ain't the first day of summer. It is the second month of summer.
Mm-hmm. See, I can take the heat. I just don't like the humid that comes with it. When it's hot, it's
The humidity, the
Humidity and all
muddiness,
that shit. Yeah.
terrible.
Especially after it rains, and then that's when the old humidity and the mugginess come from. That's even the worst. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Well, let's get this started. So, where does the name Tamara Loves come from, and what's the story behind all that?
So, I mean, my name Tamara, personally, I just don't know the name behind it. But originally, my name used to be Tamara Sucks, which I loved it because based of it, I don't know, it was a great conversation starter because back then, I used to play a lot of Valorant. Like I played Valorant like I got paid from it. And a lot of people were just like, "Oh, why is your name Tamara Sucks?" And I'm like, "Do you see the scoreboard? Do you see my KD? That's why my name's Tamara Sucks." But then after, my viewer average went up a little bit, I hit affiliates. One of my friends reached out to me and she was like, Tamara, I really like your name. You should watch out a little bit though, because some brands might see your name as a brand risk. And at first I was a little confused because I'm like, it's not a bad word, but I guess like it could be like looked down upon in some aspect, depending on what company you're talking about. So I was like, you know what? I love the name Tamara Loves, but because I'm a marketing major, so like obviously I'm gonna go somewhere with my content creation, like outside of just getting Twitch partner and stuff like that. I'm actually trying to build a brand off of my name. I'm like, okay, let me switch it to something. Originally, my name was gonna be like Tamara's Vibe or Tamara's Chill, like something along that. And then I was like, what about Tamara Loves? Because Tamara Sucks, Tamara Loves. It's like it kind of has that like the same syllables, same enunciation, kind of. So it wouldn't be that big. Like if you were to see the name, you'd realize it's a name change rather than just like an overall like revamp. You know what I mean? So that's kind of really it. I was like, you know what? Tamara Loves is more friendly. It rolls off the tongue a lot more. And yeah, that's kind of it. I wanted my name to definitely be short. Something where it's like if you hear the name, you automatically think of one person, you know?
Mhm. That's good to know though, because I see a lot of people that change their name so many times on Twitch. It's like, yo, why you just can't stick with one good name? Like, if you change your name like
Yeah.
once or twice, okay, fine. But like, if you change your name like 5, 6, 7 different times, like something's wrong with you.
And I will add on to that, if you change your name too many times without like literally shouting it through the roof, people are not gonna know who you're following, you know? So
Mhm.
it's like,
Yeah.
if I were to have changed my name from like Tamara Sucks to uh like Tam Twitch TV, people aren't gonna know like off the bat, oh, that's Tamara Sucks. Unless I were to shout it through the roof, if I were to change it from like Tamara Sucks to like Good Gamer 24, like where's the correlation, you know? And I think that can also affect like viewer average and stuff down the line because people are like, oh, I guess this person doesn't stream anymore, when over in reality it's like, oh, I'm right here. You know.
It just
But
messes up your whole brand entirely. Like everything
yeah,
you've worked so hard for because you change your name to something that still doesn't have your touch in it. Like you just came up with some random name. We don't remember who you are because you don't state that. And it's like, are you sure you're that person? Like,
Especially when it
yep,
comes to your chat.
exactly.
Especially when it comes to your chat, like you can't like you know how people like come to your chat to chat with you, like you remember me? I'm like, no, it's
what
so
was your
it's
previous name?
yeah, like yeah, I didn't get a returning chat or a first time chatter. Like I don't know who you are,
Right.
Right.
but yeah, it just be confusing me because I had to change my name twice. But actually, no, well, twice in a way because once my first. Cause my first name on Twitch was Dre Cummings, DreCummings. Cummings is my original, is my last name, like my real last name, and people did not like to say the last part of it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just change it to Dre Montana. But I couldn't have the Dre and Montana together, so I had to put like a underscore between the Dre and underscore Montana. And then like, a couple months later, that's when I got the whole Dre Montana put together. So everybody just knows me as Dre Montana or Dre for short. And I'll
Yeah,
try
I
to
mean,
keep.
only
Go ahead, Cam.
sorry, I didn't know you weren't finished. Go ahead, Trey.
I was gonna say now it's like also too. It also follows alongside my socials too, from Twitch to Twitter, Instagram, um, YouTube, and all that. So just keep everybody knows that Dre. You can follow me on all my socials. It'll just be easy that way.
Yeah.
Right.
He's gonna say
Yeah,
something,
no, it's
okay?
like, yeah, I was like, I only changed it once. And I'll say, I think my first name was what, DVK Gaming, something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just like, thought about it, I'm like, why don't I just make it DeepVoiceKam? That's what it is on all my other socials. So luckily it wasn't taken. So yeah,
Yeah, you want to
that's
keep
probably
your
what I was.
yeah. You always want to
Yeah.
keep your Twitch names as the same as all your socials if you can.
Yeah.
It'd be easy for people to
Yeah.
find you because you
I'll say
can't.
my name
Go ahead.
I have kept the entire time. It's literally a shortened version of my PSN name, lovelexi_99.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 minutes later, thought about it, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just take some letters out, put the G at the end for gaming, and yeah,
Yeah.
lovelexi99G.
So Tamara, you said that you would have created a brand using your name, right? Have you think about having like a LLC so you could have it like legit?
Oh, I actually do have an LLC for a couple reasons. I feel like as a content creator, it is very smart for you to have an LLC because you can write a lot of stuff off. Um but all in all, I just have always wanted my own brand. My family does have like a couple, like especially on my dad's side, like a couple like businesses. They're very they like to pick your brain and stuff like that. So I think because I grew up with like eczema and asthma and a black woman, I've always been around like natural oils,
Mm-hmm.
um natural products. I've always wanted to create a brand, which actually I pitched to my university and they liked it in freshman year. So I probably as soon as I graduate, which is going to be in like a few months, I want to make a brand off of my name for like people who suffer with eczema just like me, completely natural oils that can be used on the skin, hair, everything.
Eczema is the worst, man. I had that shit on my legs when I was young. I had it on my legs. It started to itch so bad. But as I got older,
Yeah.
I started using like creams and stuff like that. When my mom gave me, it started to go away. But yeah, eczema is not the wave at all.
See,
I hate it.
eczema is not an issue for me. It's just I get random hive breakouts really bad, and I don't even know what is causing me to break out. So if I can get something to solve that problem, listen, help a sister out, please. I'm tired of it, and it's
That
my face
actually,
is number one spot, and it pisses me off so bad. And I'm just like, why? It's like this is the main thing that everyone's gonna look at when they see me. I don't want all these hives all over my face.
hmm Especially
yeah.
especially during the summertime when I had to wear shorts. I tried not to wear shorts during the summertime because them eczemas, man.
Mm.
Yeah, that actually happened to me after Houston. Like literally, as soon as I went to bed after I got off the plane, I woke up. All around here was just bumpy, and it wasn't sunburnt because I was on top of that sunscreen.
Yep.
There was just
Yep.
hives and stuff like that that lasted like a week. Like probably every change of season, like when the temperature gets really high or really low, the corners of my body that can bend. So like my knee here, my neck, you can tell, well, it's not really bad right now, but there's like sometimes like it's really like a band-aid, like discoloration, really bad. But when it comes to those types of creams, I know we're getting a little off topic, just real quick.
That's all good.
Those creams are like, I
Fine.
think it's called something corticosteroids or something like that. And mometasone, which is a very common eczema cream, what it will do is it'll repair your skin very fast. But because it's just like essentially slapping a band-aid on a wound, as soon as you scratch it again, like even the slightest touch, it'll bleed again. So that's why,
Mhm.
like, when it comes to like that business branding, having that natural healing is gonna avoid that like steroid in all,
Mhm.
So
Yeah, Tamara, just to let you know, right? If you get off topic, that's
Mhm.
fine because we get off topic all the time. So listen.
All the time, every episode,
There you
regular
go.
and interview. It's
So
normal.
if you get off topic, it's fine. It's truly fine. So
okay, I just
yeah, it's all right. It's definitely all right. So what inspired you to start streaming back in January of 2023?
honestly, this community called Glow, gaming league for women, really nice. I met a lot of people. And ultimately I just got my PC a few months before. So in 2022, I got my PC after my first year of university. Prior to that, I really had no knowledge in gaming. I played Roblox, Natural Disaster Survival on my phone, and my family's Lenovo laptop and Minecraft Bed Wars. But my ex at the time got me introduced into gaming. And I was like, this is really cool. And so I originally just joined the community to be a supporter. Like I, was a sophomore then. I was balancing work. I just didn't think I had the time, but then I was like, you know what? Why don't just every time I play games, I stream? And originally I wasn't really thinking much of it, but then as I research streaming more and more, I'm like, this plays hand in hand into my major. And I think that's where my brain switched of taking it from a hobby to like a business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not necessarily like focusing on the money, but focusing on the branding. So that's when, I got into making the schedule, got into the connections, got into the posting on social media platforms. But overall, like that thing that made me want to keep on streaming was just overall community and seeing how just like people kept motivating me to keep streaming. Because originally I didn't think it was going to last over summer 2023 because I just became so inconsistent. But I don't know, I feel like once I realized I don't need to stream every day to become a good streamer, that's where I actually started the grind.
Yeah, for those people that's in chat right now, don't stream 7 days a week. Don't do it at all.
Do not.
Yeah, do not.
Don't. It's not worth it. Especially
It's
if
really
you
not.
stream 8 hours a day. 'Cause I know some people do. Just don't stream 7 days a week. Don't do it. You're gonna get burnt out. People might say
Yeah.
otherwise, but they lying to you. They lying.
And it's crazy because even if you are like a full-time streamer, streaming 8 hours a day, 7 days a week will burn you out. Like, even with me working in an office, I literally sit down, wait for an email, wait for a call, and if not, then I'm just doing my own thing. That tires me out. But imagine having to sit in front of a screen, having to make your own content without really any concept to go off of. It's kind of like a theater with no script, that can really, really burn you out. So
On
Yep.
top of having to keep up with your social battery and talking to
Facts.
people, especially if you're live streaming. Oh no.
very
Yeah,
much so.
I don't know how people do it, man. I can stream every day, like
Yeah, I don't.
8,
I
9
can. I don't
hours a
think I
week.
can ever do it.
I can't. I
And I
usually
know,
do it.
like,
Go ahead, Cam.
also, like, I know for like the people who can stream every day are the ones who, like, mostly are the partners who make a living off of it. But even
Yeah.
those people take a day off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
Or people that just don't have a job at all. So,
yeah.
or people don't have a full-time job at all. So, I mean, that's another reason why, which is kind of crazy. But hey, if it's working for them, fuck it.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
I
you
mean,
gotta
I
do what
don't.
you gotta do,
I mean,
but
I don't
also
anymore.
don't burn
But
yourself
like,
out.
yeah. See, I don't work currently, but still, I don't think I could do this streaming
Yeah,
7 days a week. Yeah.
I can't either. I usually do it like during the beginning, like just straight off my PS5. But I told myself, I'm like, yo, I can't be doing this shit every single day, man. Cause shit always happens in life. You know what I'm saying? That the internet might be off, or you can't pay the internet bill, or your light bill's off, and this, that, and the third, whatever. Or you have an emergency that comes up, and you got to stop streaming all of a sudden. So I just learned from myself that for me, I probably stream like at least 4 days a week. That seems an okay plan for me, but everybody's different. But for me personally, I stream like 3, 4 days a week. So that way I
Same.
don't get myself burned out. And then like the days that I get off, I just use the days that I'm off streaming, I use it as like, create content for my YouTube channel, or go back to my VODs and find clips so I could just make it as a short form,
Mhm.
put on TikTok or
Uh-huh.
YouTube and stuff like that. So days I'm not streaming, I use those to like do those content creation and getting clips and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the off stream stuff, so you can kind of you're
Yeah.
basically compensating for yourself not live streaming, because that's how
Mm-hmm.
I see it, and that's how I structure it too. So
Mm-hmm.
that way you're always getting something from me, even if it's something small, like a 30-second clip, is better than nothing.
And sometimes what I'll do is even when I don't want to stream but I just want to play a game, I will since they're connected to the monitors, I will just put up OBS since they have to be open anyway. I'll just hit the record button and I'll just like won't really. That's why I won't have to like talk to anybody, anything. You know what I mean? It's like if something funny happens, I can just say, "Oh, okay, hey, I have a recording." I can just go get it. It doesn't have to be in a VOD.
And I learned that,
Mhm.
from Lex. When games I don't want to stream on Twitch, I use it for my content for YouTube. Like I just press the record button, start recording the gameplay, stuff like that, just to focus on that gameplay instead of just people just in chat. You get like all these sound alerts and alerts and stuff like that. I don't want
Mhm.
it to like interfere with my gameplay on my YouTube channel, so I just use the games that I don't stream. I just play it on there.
Especially so you can get that off stream experience, because
Mm-hmm.
not every game is fun to experience while you're live streaming, because you really want to lock in, but then you have to remember you have a chat, or you're gonna have people trying to backseat game come in trying to tell you how to play your game and all that. So I'm like,
And even if you even try to tell them the rules and stuff like that, people don't read the rules. People
they
don't
don't
read 'em.
care.
They don't care. So it's like, yeah. Like, oh, why you play that game on? Why you don't play that game on Twitch? I'm like, well, I don't want to play the game on Twitch because of X, Y, and Z. So I just use it on my YouTube channel. So
It's like
if you,
I will
Yeah.
enjoy it more if I'm just in my zone playing the game without a full audience watching. Now y'all could watch it after the fact or when I premiere it on YouTube, because
Yeah.
then y'all can
exactly.
say whatever y'all want to say. It's already recorded.
Mm-hmm. You can just give me some feedback. That's it.
The
Just give me some
microphone.
feedback.
Yep.
Feedback.
Right.
So, what's your favorite part of being a variety streamer, Tamara?
Are you talking about just specifically like game?
Game content
Um,
creation, creating
I
content.
think my favorite part is every time I play a new game, it introduces me to new people. Like, I think I was really, really afraid to try Kingdom Hearts because I started that when I was 20. Never ever played a fighting game before. But that actually brought like a whole new community to my content. Even most of them have stuck around, but they never ever saw it as like a, oh, you're doing bad, I'm gonna leave. It was always like a, you know what, I'm actually really glad that you're playing it for the first time, because it's like my childhood self gets to relive it through you.
Mhm.
So it's
Gotta
like my
experience it.
struggles, it's like they get to contribute, but not in a backseat way. They're like, oh, you know, I'm glad that you're doing it this way, but if you did it this way, you could get something different. And I'm like, let me do it that way now. And even with like, there are gonna be sometimes, like, I'm gonna say this, Outlast is a great example. My community, like, kind of peer pressured me to play it, not in a bad way, but it's like, you know what? If we send you 5 gifted, will you play Outlast? And I was like, oh yeah, no one's gonna gift it. They gifted it, so I played
Oh
it.
Lord.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
I remember the exact moment where I stopped playing. It was like a little bit over halfway where your flashlight drops. Y'all remember that? Where it drops like a couple floors down? I turned
like the,
off the game,
the night-
cut
the
stream
camera?
off.
Was it the camera,
Yep.
right? With the built-in nightlight?
Yep,
Night
that
vision.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
See that game right there, Outlast. I would never play. Like I play Outlast Trials, which is different because like you play with 3 other players cooperative. But Outlast 1, 2, and I think the DLC on the first one, Whistleblower, I would not play that. I don't care because that game will stress you out. And the reason why I said it because
don't-
like, and the reason why I'm sorry to cut you off, Tamara.
No, it's all good.
And the reason why I say it will stress you out because like, say you complete an objective, right? And then some bullshit happens, and then you gotta go.
Yep.
You gotta go further into the thing, and then more bullshit happens, and then y'all go through another thing. So it's like, the more you complete the objective, the more stressful it gets because you do something good, something bad is gonna happen the next.
And then it don't matter
Right.
what you do because you can't really defend yourself. You're literally just you have to
Yeah,
run. Like
Exactly.
if I ain't got a knife and I can't stab, if I ain't got a gun and I can't shoot, count me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
then the worst part is that the game is pitch black, so like you have to use the night vision, and you gotta find batteries to use the night vision. Can you don't use? Can
To
you don't find
keep
out?
it from
the-
dying.
Exactly. So like that's why I said a game will stress you out if you do not know what you're doing. If you're not
Yeah, that-
careful,
Right.
you can't
Yeah,
just Go ahead.
scary games just aren't my thing because of that shit. That the new Resident Evil game, stuff like that. I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm good. I'll watch y'all play that.
see Resident like
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't.
say.
Go ahead.
No, you're gonna say what I was about to say about the
Yeah,
Resident
like
Evil games because some games I will make an exception for. Like it might have some creepy shit in it, but I could tolerate it. But
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Outlast, hell no.
I could
Yeah.
tolerate horror games. Don't get me wrong, I could tolerate horror games, but only if I could defend myself. If I can't defend myself, I'm not playing. With exception of Outlast Trials, of course. You got some type of options and stuff like you can defend yourself at a time. But if I can't protect myself, I gotta run all the time and hide and this and the third year. No,
Yeah.
I'm not playing. I'm not doing it. No. I refuse. I refuse. So let me see. So, how do you balance streaming with other parts of your life? Outside of streaming, how do you balance it?
It's so crazy. I was just having this conversation earlier today, Gemini. I think at the end of the day, I just gotta realize, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, you can't stream every day, all day. Like I have work. I originally have 2 jobs because of the summer. I dropped one just to relax for a little bit. But then also it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of odd because at the end of the day, it's not like a complete schedule. It's really, I just put real life first.
Mhm.
Like
That part.
I
That
put
part.
my mental first, I put my job first, I put my education first. And then that's when the content creation and gaming comes. But then one thing that helped me balance everything is truly the sole fact is that my job is a work study position. So I work at the front desk, but there's really hardly any work to do. So when there's no work to do, that's when I take my batched content. I typically batch like 9 to 10 short form videos at a time and then edit them. And then schedule them or just post them on social media 6-7 days a week. But that's really the only way I balance it. Like I probably stream 3 times a week, if that now. Because I realized there are just some things that gotta give, especially if I want to keep my mental up while also keeping my real life up.
Mhm. And hopefully your community understands that too, because
Oh yeah, most definitely.
okay, because most people feel like, oh, since I stream, we don't come to my streams like that no more. Da, da, da. I'm like, well, I have a life too outside of streaming too. Like I got work. There'll be days where I don't even want to be on fucking Twitch. Like some days I just want to watch
Mhm.
TV or watch a movie, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I'll be lurking. I might not be talkative when you streaming live,
Like
but
I'm still actively there. It's just I'm trying to live my life too. Like there's more to life than Twitch. Y'all forgot internet was not around for a very long time. It may feel that way because a lot of people grew up with the shit, but there
Yeah.
was a time where internet wasn't a thing and life was just fine still. So it's
Mm.
like,
Facts.
yeah,
I
exactly.
think that's one thing that I'm very grateful for with my community, because I always say straight up, ever since 2023, I was like, hey, I'm a streamer, I'm a content creator, but I'm also a real human being at the end of the day. I've had
yes.
some
Mhm.
hardships when it comes to real life that I've just had to all in all cut out streaming for a couple weeks. And I came back, it's like I never have gotten shamed for leaving.
That's
I
good.
I
Mhm.
just never have. And if I have, they can kick rocks respectfully, because they haven't lived my life just like I haven't lived theirs. I give them respect for what's going on in theirs, just like they should give reciprocated back. So
Mhm.
It's like
Facts.
just because we're content creators and stuff doesn't mean we owe you. Like you're not
right.
obligated to be in every aspect of our life on screen every single time. Like we genuinely deal with stuff that we don't always talk about. You don't know what it's like off camera, what we actually deal with as soon as we hit that stop live button or stop live streaming button. You don't know what we're about to deal with. Because sometimes we're good at hiding how we feel on stream. Sometimes we stream to distract ourselves and
Mhm.
escape from what's going on. And
Yeah.
then we have to go right back to whatever was going on before I hit that live button.
Mhm.
Yup.
Mhm.
I just feel like people need to start normalizing not to put their private business on social media, because it's
That's
like
a fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's too much. Like I'm not like I'll be there for the entertainment. Don't get me wrong. I'll be there for the entertainment, but it's like, why put your private life on social media that you get mad when it's in the public view? Like now you give you're giving everybody a chance to be in your business. You
every
know,
time you post something on the internet, you're marketing yourself a certain way. No matter what you post, it could be a personal thought. It don't matter what it is. You're always marketing yourself without realizing it.
hmm I'll be like, yo, these people nowadays, bro. Like nobody even know your business. Not everything needs to be on social media, especially watching these
Facts.
videos, what y'all posting about this, that, and the third, talking so much shit about this person, that person's like, yo, it looks bad. It might sound good to you, but it looks bad. Like, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
hear all that or trying to see all that. Cause I could tell what type
Right.
of person are you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mhm.
I have a wait, so Tamara, I have a question. So on your Twitter, you mentioned like a couple weeks ago, you mentioned about something about watermelon and mustard.
Huh?
I've been meaning to ask you that.
Like,
You
did you
tried that?
say?
Okay.
Did you try that combination?
Did you? Yeah. Did you try it? And when you
Please say
posted
no.
it, like before you posted it, did you did you know that the Black community and Black Twitter was gonna be poking at that?
She
'Cause
did.
I
Okay.
seen that and I was like, hold on.
Okay. You know what's actually so crazy? So there's actually a pretty kind of. So I grew up with a lot of allergies. I was allergic to wheat and dairy, a whole lot of nuts, to the point where I
Mhm.
basically had rice bread, popcorn, like it was a lot of stuff I had to avoid. So back when I was younger, my mom used to literally make me rice bread, turkey, not mayo, sorry, mustard sandwiches. And that's really how I got so introduced to mustard. I love mustard to this day. I do have high blood pressure, so it does kind of mess that up. So I try not to have it. Was that a laugh? I
No,
thought that was
no,
laugh. I'm so sorry.
no.
No,
I
but
had a bird for this. My bad.
no, it's okay. I've had mustard with almost everything. There was this one thing that, like, before I even started streaming, before I was really on social media, a lot of my friends post at me because I used to eat skinny pop popcorn with like applesauce and mustard. Like, it was bad. I don't do that anymore.
Cam's face is just.
I don't.
Usually it's me with the face expressions, but Cam got me beat this time.
I don't do that no more.
No,
But
actually.
Yeah, actually, it was so crazy. Mustard, no, that's one of those things where you really can't knock it till you try it. It is good.
I ain't trying
Put it
it.
on
But one of my
watermelon.
well, one of my friends, Gemini, was like, I need to try this. Tell me why a couple days ago he messaged me. Or actually I pop into his stream, he's like, damn, I need to talk to you. That combination wasn't that bad. So I think you cannot knock it till you try it. Truly, you can't.
I feel like I can, but I
Nah, you count me on that. Watermelon
Yeah.
and mustard. Oh no.
I'm just
Nah,
not a big.
it
I'm
just
just
cracked me
not a big.
up because
Yeah.
I seen the post, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna look at the comments, and of course, Black Twitter was doing the Black Twitter things, and I'm just like,
You know what? I would think no. I'm gonna do a community challenge. I'm gonna make a community challenge to try like weird food combination, weird food tasting combination, something like that. I might give that. I don't know. I might give it a try. Maybe, just maybe, on stream.
You should. Pretty good.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
well, let's hope certain people's stomachs can handle it though, because everybody's stomach can't handle everything. That's another thing
Facts.
too.
Mhm.
That's true.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Anybody can can ask this question. So, do you feel like we should start gatekeeping streaming? Because the reason why I asked that question because like a lot of celebrities are starting now to stream.
True.
And I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like most of them don't really care about making a community and stuff like that, like how we are now. It's more of like the money aspect.
It's the
Aspect of it.
business aspect.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like, here's the thing. Streaming is like the new thing, so people are gonna do it no matter what. So I'm not sure we can gatekeep. I really want to gatekeep some of these podcasts. I don't know who told Fat Joe he can get a podcast, but he and that nigga Jada Kid need their mics taken away from him.
Why is that? Why you say that?
But bro, like this nigga Fat Joe is corny. It's crazy that I'm just not finding this shit out. Nigga was like, he called he has court seats to the Knicks game, right?
Mhm.
And then Joe Budden got like seats 5 rows behind him. He's like, I can't sit in the 5th row. That's some Joe Budden seats. Joe got mad and said some shit on his podcast, and then Fat Joe got his feelings. The next week it was like, yo, Joe Budden, let me tell you something. Nigga ain't sending us no champagne, no edible strawberries, and Jadakiss just looking at him like, you don't gotta send us anything after you said that shit. So I think streaming you can't gatekeep. Podcast, too many people get in their feelings. That's why I think we need to gatekeep the podcast.
I just feel like mostly like the black podcasts that be going at each other. Not
Well,
really
some of
the-
them are funny. Like Joe Budden's
our
podcast
own
is funny
people.
at least.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like when it comes to black podcasts, they always go against one another and stuff like that. You don't really see that much in white people with like white podcasts, but mostly with the black ones. Because like Lex said, it's our own people. Like,
Yeah.
But if it's let's say it's a white person's podcast and they have a black guest on there, of course, why is that one no more? Because of course a melanated person's on there, so it's like
Yeah.
anything we do gets talked about, whether it's good or bad. We're always in the spotlight, even when we don't want to be. Y'all talk about us, but y'all want to be us. Say it for what it is.
Yeah.
that's true.
Mhm.
Until you get in trouble, they backpedal like a motherfucker. Like, nah,
Hey, wait, hold up. I'm looking at the chat now.
I'll say,
Awkward.
uh-oh.
How the hell you say I'm gonna try Everclear and watermelon? Like, what did I do? Nigga wants me to die for real.
Everclear and watermelon. That's a-
Everclear, like, oh
That
my
sounds
god.
good.
That
What?
sounds.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Oh
God.
Lord.
have you ever had Everclear before?
Yes, I've had Everclear before. I had 2 shots of it. I thought I was gonna die. Nigga, I had to go to fucking Jenny's before we
No,
went to the club to make
I'll-
sure my life was back in order.
I was asking Tamara. Have you ever tried Everclear before?
Oh no, I just think anything with mustard sounds good. Sorry, or watermelon. Any weird combination is gonna sound good to me. Sorry.
All right, try that Everclear. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret that combination. I'll tell you that. That Everclear itself is gonna mess your throat up. I'll tell you because Everclear.
Yep.
I remember one time, right? My brother gave me a shot. I thought it was vodka at one point, and then when I drank it straight up, that shit started to burn my throat. I said, "Hold up, the fuck is this?" This man gave me Everclear. That shit was like 90% alcohol proof. I said, "Hold up, what?" I said, "Boy, they're trying to kill me.
Mhm.
My brother out here trying to kill me. I don't know why."
Can I actually give like another view into the should we gatekeep streaming.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I personally don't think we should gatekeep streaming. In fact, I'm actually really glad, especially when it comes to like Kai Cenat, singers, artists in general, just bringing new branches into the streaming space, because I feel like, and I made a little bit of a sly post on it. People in 2023, originally when I first started streaming, there was a group of people that weren't really, they're like, oh, you're streaming, ha ha ha. But then I ran into a game with one of them a few weeks ago, and they're like, wait, Tamara, I think I know, try to act all buddy again. And then I see their name, and I see TCV at the end, and I'm like, oh, okay. They're trying to get my attention, trying to be all nice, trying to be buddy. They try to friend me. I said no. I blocked their messages and stuff like that. But it's just so crazy because it's like, we're now changing streaming to be like this cringy thing to something that everybody want to do.
Yeah, cliffhanger samples.
But that's exactly what I was going to say. I don't like the direction in which it's getting attention from. I think streaming should get the most amount of attention, but I don't think it should be sitting here like, oh, you gotta show specific parts of your body, or you gotta roast somebody, or you gotta do this, that, and the third to get attention. Like, I'm not about that. If you want to be a content creator, if you want to be somebody who's basically a household name in the gaming or content creation space, make the name for yourself, put in the hard work, just like Kai Cenat, just like Flight Reacts does, just like Cinna does. Don't make a name for yourself based off of drama, because people are then going to, you're going to get like your 2 seconds of fame and go, or they're going to copy that because they think that shit's cool, because they think it's sweet. Sorry for swearing. I don't know if that was allowed, but it's just something that I've really, really been thinking about, because it's...
You don't know me.
I don't know. It's something that's really been on my mind, because it's like, we were talking about like when it comes to like Streamer University and just overall streaming in general, it seems like everything that's on my Twitter For You page, it's like, oh, someone getting roasted, oh, someone making fun of someone's accent, someone making fun of, and it's like, that is so disgusting to me, because like, how about y'all? My family knows I stream. They know I do content creation. My grandma even knows. So I'm not sitting here thinking like, oh, I'm some family-friendly streamer, but it's like whatever I would do also kind of like represents them in a way. So I don't want them trying to open up Twitter, trying to open up TikTok, seeing like, oh, TamaraLuvss's getting called out because she called out somebody for being, this, that, and the third. Then that, like, I don't know, that would make me feel bad about myself, because it's like, what value do you get out of bringing someone else down? Like, that's not cute. That's not, funny. That's not nothing. But then you have this, certain demographic on Twitter that will, bring you to fame because of it. And it's like, well, like, I don't know. I think I'm just like such a huge passionate person of, you need to put in the work, put in the effort to make a name for yourself, rather than having to be rude to someone or having to like basically be quote unquote canceled to make it.
And speaking about Kai Cenat, y'all heard he's coming up with a part 2 of Streamer University?
You know he would.
But I didn't know it was going to be this early.
I would wait, because it wasn't him that released it though. Or did he actually like speak on it?
I didn't even hear him speak on it. That's the thing. I never heard him speak on it.
It's like a leak, yeah.
But
It's a lot that's going around.
That's something
I would
saw
wait
the link.
though.
I saw the link.
I have the link favorited just in case, but I feel like if it doesn't come strictly from him, we don't know who it's from. We don't know who's we're giving our information to.
Right.
So, like, he went from making a post about how sappy he was about Streamer University 1 back in May to then posting about him with LeBron James 2 hours ago. He didn't say anything about Streamer University 2, nothing like that. Not even any of AMP. Not even anybody from Streamer University 1. So I just watch out for that, because if you're signing up for it, I don't know.
I wasn't going to apply for that shit anyway. Because I'm not like I'll be honest, I wasn't even going to sign up for that shit anyway, because one, I'm not an IRL streamer like that. And if you really watch like clips from the first Streamer University, most of the people like IRL streamers. Streaming a bunch of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be around that shit. They streaming all bunch of crazy shit throughout that whole Streamer University.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be like just mostly the people who stream games, mostly a lot of the IRL people. And you like kind of knew that, even though, it's like he said it'd be small streamers, but like, you know, they're all gonna be partners and things like that, and people will know him
See,
anyway.
but
So
even with that stuff, it's like I'm not gonna go all out of my way to try to get noticed through someone who's that freaking big and be paired up with people who I, literally meeting for the first time. So it's like I'm stepping out of my shell doing this, and how is that still gonna help me? It's like a lot of people are gonna support just because at that point they associate you with Kai and Amp.
Mhm.
So I just feel like on some things, it's not gonna be genuine support. If for me personally, if I were to do that,
Yeah,
because I don't do a lot of IRL type stuff.
Can I build off of that real
Yeah.
quick? So I do partially agree with you. I feel like, at least like I like kind of agreeing with you. Like I wouldn't want to be known as like, oh, you were on Kaisen at Streamer University. But I could name like a good 5 people that if you were to say their name, yes, they kind of rose up from Kaisen at Streamer University. But if you were to hear their name like from a year's time, they would have been made a name for themselves. Like those are the types of people who actually, let me not say that because that's a little rude, but who like took what Kaisen at Streaming University was meant to be, ran with it. But they weren't also sitting here clip farming, trying to make other people feel bad. Like Corey to you, he made like something funny. Tota Raud, R-A-U-D, I think something like that. And a couple others, so I'm forgetting their name like off the top of my head, but like I think Streaming University could be a really cool thing. But I just think with the direction that it went in, I feel like it could have been organized a bit better because like at the end of the day, like kind of going off of what Cam was saying, it's like I kind of got the impression that it was going to be a lot more like maybe 100, 200, maybe 500 average viewer, streamers, a little less, a little more. But it's like a good third of the people there, like if you were to scroll 5 times on TikTok, you'd see their videos. But at the end of the day, like he needed to make his investment some way, somehow, but it would have been a lot better if he would have given more shine, more light towards the people who haven't even hit partner pre Streamer University. Because there are some people who were like, oh, I was at Streamer University. Where? Like, I guess, not saying that they weren't streaming or anything, but it's like, he should have used his platform to give those types of streamers light,
yeah.
And I agree with you on everything you said, because that was actually what I was trying to say. Like most of the people we heard about, as far as like the ones that were clip farming and stuff, they're the ones that got more shine compared to the ones who were actually there, basically making Streamer University what it was supposed to be for it to begin with.
Yeah.
That we all thought it was supposed to be with, but obviously it wasn't. Because you had like, DDG, who was basically the star of Streamer University other than Casanat. Because, with his new word, ball or some shit like that. That's what you call it? Ball?
Oh, I hated it. Oh,
The
you're my
stupidest
ball.
shit
She's my
ever.
ball.
Like, what does that
God.
mean? What does that mean? To
I
this
think
day,
it's
still
really
don't
just
know
like
what
a
it means.
buy around for the B word. Like, oh, that's my B word. I think like truly with the way everybody, and that's why a lot of women are kind of feeling offended by it. It's like, don't call me your ball, because we're kind of knowing what you're saying. Just say, oh, that's my wife, that's my woman, that's my girlfriend. Because like you've never heard like a woman be like, oh, he's my ball. Like that just doesn't make sense,
That should sound dumb to me. And the fact that he
yeah, it does.
and the fact that and the fact that he was like the first overall pick as a professor for the whole Stream University made a lot of controversy because the whole Halle Bailey thing and stuff like that. And it's like, Kai, what are you doing? But it's like the professor that he chose is like, I have mixed feelings on that because you chose India Love. Like, I didn't even know she was a content creator. I mean, I knew she did OnlyFans. Like, I knew she did OnlyFans, but like, why is she here?
Well,
Why
I
is she
know
here?
what India Love, she was a reality TV. She's like a reality TV person / influencer or whatever. Because I've even seen years
know
ago
shit.
when she had a show with her sisters and all that. So she's kind of already been known, but I think with our younger audience and stuff, it helped amp it some more. Because they watch Kai, they watch DDG, so that's more so where that came in, and of course the OnlyFans, because who doesn't know about that
And
now?
Donnell and Chess said when Kai specifically said no OnlyFans girls, he's right. He did. Kai did said no OnlyFans girls, but yet you chose her to be your be the professor. Like, you really went against your words by picking her, but whatever. And then cooking with Kaya, Then you got people from AMPs on there and stuff like that. I'm like, well, it is what it is. The only person I can say that was a real professor at that fucking university, streaming university, was Agent. He actually taught something. He actually taught
Yeah.
something.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? DG, I don't know what the fuck this man was doing. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that's so crazy. Like, you literally said word for word what Gemini said earlier. He was like, yeah, literally the only professor that actually like did something was Agent. And can I just say something? Actually, if you are a streamer, please take what Agent said, switch it and reverse it. Because I'm gonna say this right now. He spat some actual facts. He wasn't like,
Yes.
oh, just keep posting, keep working hard. No, he actually like, it was when he was with Kai Uwu's SD and like some other person. I don't know his name. And he was actually spitting facts about how to get collaborations and how to get money from collaborations. And especially, you know, I don't know about you all, but I'm a broke college student right now. So definitely, like, when it comes to like pitching yourself and making yourself brand likable, how to get brand deals, how to negotiate them, yeah, everything nitty gritty. I really hope people actually sat here and learned something from streamer university rather than just sat here and learned how to clip farm better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was just
I want to add on.
Go ahead, Lex.
Oh, go ahead, Dre.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to add on to what Tamara was saying. Especially, my favorite part was one of the things that Agent said was if you have the platform, like let's say you start off on Twitch and you want to convert to YouTube or TikTok, if you have the community and the platform, the amount to convert them over, go for it. If you know you're capable of doing it, go for it. But if you can't put in the work and you're not quite there yet, don't push it. Stick to what you know and then slowly start integrating on other things, because you have to build from one platform, and then if you try to take people over, you're gonna have to build on that one too, because not everybody's gonna follow.
And I feel like that's the worst with these streamers too. These streamers, content creators, want to do everything all at once, and it's not like, take your time. You know, so just take your time. Do one thing at a time. Okay, this one works out. Okay, now you move on to the next one. Stop trying to do everything all together, because you're gonna that's more work for you and more stress. And the reason why I say that, because like I have two brothers, right? And they want to open up a tattoo parlor and this arcade / bar. I'm like, bro, y'all doing too much. Do one thing at a time. And you know, if that shit is successful, then move on to the next one. Y'all want to do everything at one time and not really like. And they have like they are like, well, one of my brothers, he's insensitive as hell, inattentive as hell. So like he want to do everything all at once, and not he thinks a lot, but it's like you don't want to put the work in. Like you say all this shit,
Yeah.
but not put the work in. So like, yeah, it's crazy. Oh, hold up. I think Awkward got a question for you, Tamara. What? So she got a question for you. Oh no, that's Shay. My bad.
That's
That's
Shea
Shay.
Butter.
Yeah. Could have got the same color, kind of the same color, thing with their letters on their names on here. So, what has been your favorite on-stream cosplay you put together recently? Oh God. Oh shit.
I'll say, why are you making that face, Tamara?
I know why she's asking that.
Oh God.
Okay.
She set you up.
Okay. So
Thank you, Shay. No, I'm
recently,
playing.
recently, you know, I returned back to streaming. I was like, okay, let me do something fun. So I dressed up as Tinky Winky from the Teletubbies.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I
remember
seen
that.
I was lurking.
Yeah. And then right before that, I didn't tell nobody. It wasn't like a surprise. I didn't hit like a celebration or anything. I just randomly dressed up as the Lorax too.
I've seen that one too.
Yeah. And then I had to like almost abruptly end stream because the mustache started getting in between my teeth and it was like making it hard to open my mouth. Yeah, I know that's so TMI, but yeah, don't even put the skulls in here either, because that's crazy.
She set you up. Shay set you up. She set you up.
No, but I can only imagine how you felt though with that nearly going into your. Oh gosh.
And I was in the middle of a diamond rank up too. So.
And what game? Valorant
Oh
or
no, that's the worst time.
Marvel.
Or
But we
Marvel?
won.
Rivals.
We won.
Alright.
Plat. I was plat. Sorry, but it was definitely a rank up.
Okay.
So speaking of Marvel Rivals, like who do you main and like what classes do you like to play? Like do you like to go DPS, Vanguard, like
Yeah, I like to play a healer. I think that's Vanguard, right?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
think
think. Wait,
no.
Vanguard's the tank, right?
Yeah, Vanguard's the tank. Duelist is DPS. I think strategist
Duelist
is
is
the
DPS,
and strategist.
Strategist.
Strategist is the healer / support.
I say healer. I don't be saying all
Yeah.
the other shit.
I'd still say healer.
Yeah, I'm not
Yep.
gonna lie. That's I play Cloak and Dagger.
Okay.
A lot of Invisible Woman. If there's
I love
already two
Invisible Woman.
healers, I do too.
Yeah.
I really love Mantis though, but she's really not good in a 2-healer comp. So I usually unless this like a Cloak and Dagger Ultron, then I'll go Mantis. But if there's only like one other healer, then always Cloak and Dagger. I have had a couple times I was target banned though, and
You was what?
we still won though. Target ban.
What's
So
that?
some people be really, really ratty and they download some software where it's like you basically bypass everything. You can see people's chats, you can see people's mains, see people's hours and stuff like that. And I'm like, with how much time you got in agent select, that's too much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, if you have to do all that, then you don't deserve to be in comp. Like, go focus on yourself first. Focus on actually being good at the game, and then do that.
See, this
Because
is
playing
why
competitive and being, I don't know.
Nah, this is why I don't like playing rank in certain games because these motherfuckers. I don't understand rank. You want to take it seriously because like, don't play on my rank because like I work hard to get
Facts.
to. I'm like, I know you probably work hard to get to plat, right, Tamara?
Right.
And you'll be damned if a motherfucking random fuck up that rank for you, especially you just got there.
Especially banning your character that they know
Yep.
you need for that specific team dynamic, because them people in rank be petty as hell.
Exactly.
They do that. They do that shit on purpose because they're jealous that you could play that character better than they can. I know what it is.
And you realize that more people talk a lot of shit in rank than in unranked. Like you hear so much people talk. You hear people talk so much shit in ranked than unranked.
Yeah.
Dude, quick match be funny though, because some people really take it so serious like it's ranked. Like I get that quick match is full of people who are actually trying to apply a character from practice to that mode.
Yeah.
People who just got their ass kicked from a heavy losing streak in rank, because that shit is degrading, let me tell you.
It is.
Yeah.
Or literally they're practicing to get ready to go into ranked. So I get it. But stop trying to talk shit to me like I play comp. I'm just a casual player.
Yeah.
Same here. And I see, and also too with rivals, like I can see that a lot of people don't like playing healer or tank. Everybody loves to play DPS for some reason.
And still lock DPS.
Yeah.
And they still bad.
suck. Yes, they bad. Like
like they still bad.
Yeah, like your DPS, your damage per second. How the fuck you can't get no how I got more damage than you? I'm a healer. I heal shit.
Well,
I heal shit. All right. I'm in the back. I'm supposed to be I'm in the back. I'm supposed to be healing people. And I'm getting more damage than you as a DPS. You should be ashamed of yourself. Shame of y'all. I'm like, it just be sad. Like I'm all around. Like I could play tank, I could play DPS, I could play healer. Whatever y'all need me to be, I could play that role. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I hate when people try to play DPS all the time. Like, bro, we don't need fucking 5 DPS. Like, you can't play a tank role or a healer role. Like, bro, come on, seriously? Shit crazy.
What makes me mad is when people like when they stick, like I appreciate people who try to thug it out, but sometimes you do need to switch to counter like divers on the other team. So it's like if you are DPS and you're not doing good and you're the weakest link of the team, switch roles with somebody.
And by the time they switch roles, it's already too late.
Too late. Yeah.
It's already too late. Like the game's over.
And then they want to talk shit in the chat at the end of the game. And it's like, nah, you sold us because you could have easily communicated or switched. And somebody else who's a flex player like me, for example, can adjust.
Yeah, you gotta learn to read the situation.
Read the room.
Yeah.
For real.
So Tamara, I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. I know you like I don't know you still play Valorant now or whatever. When you used to play Valorant before, right? You played rank. You know, you got all these people that's in voice chat talking shit, crazy talk, talk all types of crazy shit. Do you block them? Like, do you like mute your?
I talk back.
Oh, you talk back?
I talk
Oh
back.
shit.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna say, unless they're paying my bills, I really don't care. I've only gotten banned once, muted, banned, whatever. It was on an alt account. Someone called me a black B word, and I went off. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and care. This was like last year. This was back when Icebox was in Valorant rotation. I don't know if you all remember.
Oh, shit.
Icebox keeps getting taken out.
Mhm.
And mind you, I was like second to top frag and one of the bottom frags. And of course, it was a Reina main trying to talk shit to me. And then I talked shit back. And then their homeboy wanted to come in, but they got banned too. So I guess it was a ban for ban. But yeah, I'm gonna say this. I'm not about to let somebody bitch me in a game. I always talk shit. Shay's probably seen it. I talk shit a lot in game.
Hey, I want W's in the chat for Tamara saying the 10 tones down.
She said, I may be nice with my marketing, but you not bitching me.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey, Tamara, I gotta ask.
Tamara loves and Tamara talks, okay?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, you need to put
Tamara,
that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, you do.
Mhm.
Hey, Tamara, I gotta ask you a question. Like, I tried Valorant once and I just couldn't get that shit. Like, how did you play that more than one? How did you do that ranked? Because like I kept dying like left and right. Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Having someone yell at you while you play about what you're doing wrong helps. And I know that sounds so toxic, but like it really just gets to your head because I'm not somebody to be like, oh, it's okay, you did okay, you know, try better next time. No, it's like, no, you could have done this, and that better, and I did it better. It's like, I don't know. I think learning like that helped me a lot. I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, I'm a great player. I took like a good 6-7 month break. I actually just started getting back into it like a few weeks ago. But no, that's really like blocking out what other people are saying, because some people just be talking to talk. They're like, oh, is this guy gray? And we're like, when we're trying to give comms, it's a 2v5 and the bomb's already planted, you know? But it's like, really playing with people who already know their shit, not necessarily smurfing for you, but like, even if they were to be in a call with you while you play, and then it's like, this is something you could change, and then you change it, almost like real life. Like, you don't want somebody to sugarcoat something for you. You want them to tell you straight up, like, this is what you can change, and you kind of need to change it if you want to get better. So
that's where constructive criticism comes from.
Facts.
To a different degree, to a different to a certain degree, you know.
Yeah.
There's a way to say certain things to people. You just got
like you talk.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say you talk to someone, not at them.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's how you talk. It's not like, it's not what you say to them. It's how you say it. You know.
Exactly.
It's how you say it to that person.
Actually, can I say something a little bit off of this? Because that is actually one of my biggest rules when it comes to content creation. Because I feel like a lot of people know me for my content creation advice, but a lot of people should also know about me is that I want to see everybody win. I talk about it a lot on Twitter. I talk it about like a lot on Twitch, TikTok, whatever. Everybody has room at the table. Everybody got a seat at the table. It's what you do with that seat that makes you kind of like get higher up in the ranks, higher up, you know, in the content creation industry, or if you just sit down and observe. But I think like a lot of people, I would say, have came to me and asked me for advice, whether big or small, asked me, you know, how to do this, asked me to do that, asked me to give them tips on their like video. I'm not to sit here and be like, oh, this is good, you should post it, when it's in the nicest way possible. Trash. Not really that good. Like, especially when it comes to short form content, I've done a lot of research, especially with being a marketing assistant, a marketing specialist. You are literally taught and trained as to how to, you know, learn algorithm switches, how to figure out what does good in the algorithm, depending on, you know, what niche you're in. And I like to take that knowledge and help people, like, especially when it comes to like short form, like I said earlier, those 3 to 5 seconds mean a lot. You know, people are literally trying to figure out like who you are as a creator, trying to figure out like if they want to follow you, if they want to support you. So that one video might determine if somebody like you or staying around or not. Sometimes you could have the best editing skills. You could edit like a freaking Valorant VCT editor, whatever. And people won't stick around, but that's okay. But, you know, I don't know. I really wanted to build off of that because I feel like that's such a important attribute for people to have in the content creation industry, especially like when you're in a group of content creators, is that you should be here to build each other up, not to sit here and like baby each other, be like, oh, just post this, oh, just post that. When you know good deep and down, that's probably not going to be a video that is going to get people's attention, that's going to get people to support you, you know?
I definitely agree with
You
that.
gotta know what to
Yeah,
do
I
with
agree.
that seat at that table you sit now. You gotta know how to use it and what to do with it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much so.
So I mentioned that you like playing games like Marvel Rivals, Walking Dead, The Kingdom Hearts, and so on and so on. What draw you to these games?
I think the fact that I really didn't play video games prior to 2022, it's like everybody's like, somebody would be like, oh, have you ever played this? And I was like, no. And they're like, oh, really? But it's been out for this many years. And I was like, did I have a PC for that many years? Like, have I had a PlayStation for that? Did I have an Xbox for that many years? No. So it's like the last Nintendo thing I had was a Nintendo DS Lite. I never even touched a Nintendo 3DS. So every time I played Mario Kart, it was either on the Wii U or on phone. But it's like just having people come up to me and be like, oh, you should try this, you should try that. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should. Also helped me when it comes to like that Marvel burnout or that Valorant burnout. Cause there was a good point in time where I was, like I said earlier, I was playing Valorant like it was a 9 to 5, but then getting into, you know, the poppy playtime, the horror games, the different genres really helped me enjoy gaming a lot more. Like content creation aside. I think also having that set of games that you play like off stream also kind of like helps rekindle your love for gaming.
Yeah.
Recently I just haven't had one because I've been busy. But now that I do have a little bit more time on my hands, I'm thinking about getting back into like more cozy games. Like Palia has been on my mind. Oh my gosh, that new Palia update looks so good.
Shout out to Straw Hat Kai.
Yes. Oh my gosh, shout out my good sis. She was actually the one that got me back into Palia. Yes. Oh my gosh.
So you're one of the people she
Sorry.
was
Definitely
talking
shout out
about
to
then
her.
on her episode. No,
Oh,
definitely
wait.
big shout out to Straw Hat Bunny for real.
Okay. Yep.
No, but definitely, I don't know. If you're the type of person to just play one game, then all in all, be that type of person. But if you can, to like not die out that love for gaming, definitely try to spice it up a little bit, even if it's as something as minute as mods, you know.
But nah, for me, well, how can I say this? I just can't play one game at a time though. I just can't play one game. Like people play Apex all the time or Warzone
Yeah.
all the time and Fortnite all the time. Like y'all don't get fucking bored. Y'all don't get burned out from playing them fucking games all the same time.
So like so for me it's like if you play with friends and that's different, you know what I mean? Like if your stream's like, oh, we're all playing Apex and you're just having a good time together, you know, I can see that. But like, you know what I mean? Like the shooting games, play them all the time. It's like I don't know, unless you're like really really good. I don't know how you wouldn't get bored of them. See, like I would get single player story games, like you have multiple streams of those a week. You're trying to beat the game. I get that, but like, yeah,
just to play like Apex and them all. Just you know, you might not win. You might not win. You might not get no wins this stream around playing Apex or COD or this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, I don't know. I just can't play those. I could play them to a certain extent. Friends or not, I'm gonna get burned out playing them damn games. Like I'm mostly a single player type of person now because I enjoy playing single player games because I could talk
Yeah.
I could talk to people in chat. You know the computer AIs are not that bad depending on what type of difficulty they on. Like I enjoy playing single player games. I really do. And plus I stream in the mornings too, and also a lot of people's at work and
facts.
whatever. I don't just play single player games. That's it. But yeah. That's why I just say I'm a variety streamer. Like when people ask me, oh, what kind of games do you play? I'm like, well, I play action games, adventure games, RPGs, first-person shooters, sports, horror, whatever game I like, I play. Instead of just saying like I play Apex or COD or Fortnite, like bro, I call that shit genetic games now too, because like everybody just say, oh, I play those type of games. Well, I play a genre of games. Like that's what I be saying. I just play a genre of games. I just hate saying like the same old shit that everybody say. Apex, Fortnite, COD, all type of shit. That shit gets annoying.
it's like I don't really have a mainstream game that I play because I like to hop around on different games and then go back and finish them or 100%.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like I play
Like
games. Go ahead, X.
I was gonna say, like, I'll do like Dre sometimes and name like genres, but for the most part, like I'll just say, like, I hate when people say, "Oh, what type of streamer are you?" He's like, "I'm a variety streamer." Then, "Oh, what games have you been playing?" Like, it's like, didn't I just say I'm a variety person? I don't even know what
Yeah.
I'm gonna play half the time. Like, that's me
Exactly.
being honest.
Like I can come
But
up with
I'll just list
Go ahead.
I'll just list games that I've played recently or games that I even play off stream. That's not always live
Mhm.
streamed or whatever.
Yeah, for me, I'd be like I could come up with a stream. I could come up with a stream. Like when it comes to stream schedules, I'll come up with a time. Whatever game I play that day, you'll find out what game I play that day because I don't like. You know how people like, oh, on Sunday I'm gonna play this game or on Tuesday I'm gonna play this game. No,
Yeah.
whatever. Like I'll tell you what days I'll stream, what game I'm playing. Tune in and find out.
Yeah.
Could there be a day where that game is on maintenance mode, and you won't be able to play that game, and then your whole stream is fucked in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. Alright, then let me see. I got another question for you. Oh, got it. So Tamara, do you have
Mhm.
a favorite moment or story from any of those games that stands out to you?
Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Can I say two?
Yeah.
Both Kingdom Hearts related. When I beat Riku's Ansem form in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Talk
And-
about it.
Yup. I took me 8 tries because I think I was only level like 50 something with no ultimate weapon. And then Kingdom Hearts 2, that moment where Sora and Riku came together to fight. Yup. And then
Mm.
also,
I remember that.
I think it was also at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2 where you could see like I think it was like a transition between Roxas and Sora and I think Naminé and Kairi, I think, right?
Yep.
At the very beginning in that mansion?
Yep.
I think it was Naminé and Kairi, yeah. So, and then when they got back together in that one, I'm forgetting the name of the land with the nobodies, but that would too. I think it was just like that right there really sparked like my thinking or like my passion for gaming because it made me realize that I should not sit here and listen to other people's opinion about a game in order for me to like it because that was really the first game where I think I got a little bit of lashback where it's like, well, if you play this game, not many people will probably watch you because you're such an FPS streamer. But then when those moments happened on stream, like I was gonna play them regardless, real shit. But when those moments happened on stream, it really made me be like, I'm having passion for a game that I don't typically play. Like this is great. And that's why now I'm already on Kingdom Hearts 3.
How you
But
like
yeah.
How you like Kingdom Hearts 3 so far?
It's a lot different. It's more like story mode, I realized, but it's also a little bit more like free roam.
Yeah.
I'm still a little bit early. I'm in the Tangled
Oh,
the
okay.
Tangled world with the toy box. But all in all, I'm actually really liking it. I'm liking the graphics too. I like how it's higher in graphics, but it's not like tanking my PC.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Go
want
ahead,
to
Lex.
add on really quick to what Tamara was saying. Yeah, definitely don't let people try to tell you if you stream a certain game, there's not going to be an audience for it. You would be surprised at how many people like older games because of the direction that our current games are going.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mhm.
like I said, we talked about a lot of mainstream games like Call of Duty, Dead by Daylight, Apex, and all these other games.
Oversaturated games to be at
Usually,
that.
yeah. Usually the underrated or the nostalgic forgotten games are the go-to games. There's an audience for everything.
You don't have to stay
Always
by.
remember that.
Yeah, you don't have to stay playing oversaturated game because you got like 10,000 people or like what 100,000 people playing Fortnite or 75,000 people
Yeah.
playing Apex and stuff like that. That's overly saturated, and it's gonna be hard for you to get discoverability like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, like I like to play retro games. I'm a retro game girly at heart. Like you will see
Yeah.
me pop out Mario Party 4, Mario Kart
Big.
64, and people will be
Big.
like, "Oh my goodness, I forgot about this game." Or, "Yo, you play this character? I like this character too." Like,
Mm-hmm.
go back to them games. Bring some shit back.
I remember.
Show people how gaming really used to be and
Used
how
to
fun
be,
it was.
Like for me, for example, when I went back to play some games from the PS2 era, I got the PS2 emulator on my PC. I played games like 50 Cent Bulletproof. Beat that game.
Yeah.
The Warriors. If y'all ever watched the movie The Warriors,
That's my movie, man. I
Play
love that
that
movie so
too.
much.
play that too. Beat that game as well. I'm currently playing Scarface based on the movie. And a lot of people like me playing those old games from the PS2 era. You know what I'm saying? Like Lex said, there's an audience for everybody. Regardless of what games you're
Yeah.
playing, there's an audience for everybody. You don't have to play like
Yeah.
overly saturated games to get noticed.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would recommend people, like I would recommend for those who are playing games, like find games that's like around 1,000 people. Not really like around under that, like under 10,000 people that plays that game. So that way you could get that discoverability on Twitch, because that shit sucks. Being
Yeah,
discovered
try to
on
play
Twitch, it sucks.
games.
Yeah.
Try to play games that don't have a lot of discoverability, even if it's what I call a throwback game at this point. Like I said, I pop out Mario Party 4, I'll really go back to some shit, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, like I forgot about this game, or oh, I missed this game. Or if it's a new game, maybe try out a demo that nobody's really heard about, because you might put people on, and they'll be like, oh, I heard it from this person. If you want to know more about it, follow that person. Like, do more side quests rather than the main quest, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Indeed. So back to to the community part. So building a community is clearly important to you, Tamara. So what steps do you take to create a welcoming and positive space for your viewers?
Give me a quick second to think. I guess, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really take steps. I think at the end of the day, I always remind people that, like, I'm a person just like them, that, deals with mental health, that deals with complications in life as well as basically everybody else. And that just because I stream for like a few hours a week doesn't mean that my life is all peaches and cream. Like, for example, there was a really hard time on stream in 2023 when I figured out that my grandpa passed, like literally on stream.
Sorry to
I
hear
had to
that.
like abruptly end. No, it's all good. It was one of those things that like I knew that like we knew it was gonna happen, but I think I took like a week off a stream and I came back and I explained, the situation. Everybody was like, you know what? I think at that moment in time and so on and so forth was kind of like we realized that at the end of the day, we're really here to comfort each other. We're here to be, uplifting each other's spirits, and that, sometimes we have really good days, sometimes we have really bad days. But at the end of the day, community building is about being there for each other, playing games. Yeah, that's part of it. But knowing that there are people that aren't sitting here next to you or might not be in the same vicinity as you, but still cares about you. That's really been like the main portion. Because I'm gonna sit here and say this, I'm a very lucky person if I even have like 2.5 hours a day to play video games. There have been so many times, even within like this month and last month alone, that I might play 2 games and then go to bed. Those 2 games might be quick plays, those 2 games might be comp games, I might only play 1, I might play none. So I don't like to rely specifically on like VCing or playing it. I might do it a few times a month, but definitely like knowing, I kind of treat streaming like a FaceTime call, and I feel like that helps community building because it doesn't feel like a lecture. It doesn't feel like everybody like has the spotlight on me. It's kind of like a, you know what? There is actually one thing that helps. Remembering information that people have told me prior. Like, there would be times where we've had like 3 to 4 streams where we just like continue the same conversation, or, there have been a couple times where a community member that hasn't even came in like a month or two. Actually, a really good example is this girl called Junie. She just went back to college, she just got a cat, she just moved in with her partner. So there was like, a good 2-3 months that we didn't talk, but that was the last thing she said. So actually it happened like a month or 2 ago where she's like, Tamara. And I was like, oh, hi, Junie, how is this, that, and the third? And she was like, wait, you remember that? And I was like, yeah. And then, we were talking about it, and she was like, actually, you know what? It really helped me out a lot that you remembered that, because I truly came in here expecting that you wouldn't remember me. And I was like, of course I do. So I think just little moments like those that you really care for one another. I wouldn't really consider that a step, but I consider that a contribute of like, this is what a community is. I'm not saying you got to remember stuff from 2023, but sometimes those little moments of like, wait, you remember this? Or wait, this happened and, you didn't forget about it. So.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Y'all got any questions for Tamara?
Yeah, I got one. So, like, Tamara, I don't know if you know, but I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. I gotta know, what did of the ones you've played, what has been your most annoying boss that you fought? Because I got a couple, but I want your opinion.
Oh my gosh. Birth by Sleep, the fight where Terra, Aqua, and Roxas come together in that one castle. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, yeah, I do, yeah.
I don't. It's the one kind of towards the middle of the game. It's like a bit watery, and you kind of go down like this path in the water.
Yeah, I remember
and then
that.
You take a left. That boss right there. There was like this one move, it will literally take you from like 100 to 20. And if you don't have Cura, I literally farmed for like Thundraga, Cura, and then one where you had to farm like a whole bunch of fires, and then like I forgot the name because I did it like within a stream. I just farmed a whole lot, got to level 3 on all of them, and then mended them, and then I got it. But I kind of sped ran Birth by Sleep just to get through Terra's story. I still have yet to do Aqua and Roxas's story, and then I went to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ventus, yeah.
Ventus, oh my gosh, you're so right. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. They're the same. They're basically like, they look exactly the same, so I don't really care.
Yeah. But then also really Riku's Ansem form. I think that was Riku's Ansem form in Kingdom Hearts 1 at the very end. Yeah, that was also because that was before I realized like you really need to level up in order to do anything.
Yeah.
And I didn't, farm high potions. I didn't farm, levels. I didn't get the ultimate weapon. So it definitely took me like there was this one time where I was like, if I don't kill them the next fight, we're gonna have to do this another day, y'all. But I did it. I did it. I was flying around. I was bobbing and weaving. But I think oh my gosh, the one thing that really pained me was when you killed him, the fight wasn't over. You still have to kill like the body of it. And I was like, are you kidding me? They didn't give you no time to reset. They didn't even refill your health for you. They just like bloop. And I was like, okay, now if I die, something gonna happen in the game. But yeah, those were like the two hardest.
And my next question before Lex goes, what's your favorite opening of the games you've played?
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, you go. No, that's correct.
Like without a question, Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2. Although I like Kingdom Hearts 3 opening, but nah, Kingdom Hearts 2 got it.
Also, you can't beat 2. Like
you can't. Opening. Right? Yep.
You really can't.
Best video game
opening.
It's
a song for me. It's a song for me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for? Go ahead. Go ahead. Like, ask your question.
Oh, I was gonna say. So you said you're getting back into cozy games. So have you played any cozy games previously? If so, what were the games?
Palia and Stardew Valley were my favorite. In fact, I would literally be sitting here playing Stardew Valley right now if the mods didn't mess up the game. Because the mods you literally have to embed into the coding as soon as you open it. So as soon as they became outdated, it was like it like literally won't let you get to some parts. So I was like, you know what? And then I have no room for Palia. It was either Palia or Kingdom Hearts 3. And you already know which one I picked. So definitely after I probably finish Aqua and Ventus's portions of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, I don't think I'm gonna play RE Coded. I'm probably just gonna watch a video about it. But then I also need to watch a video about Dream Job Distance. That's a whole nother conversation. And then I'm gonna just delete that, switch that for Palia, and then I'll be back in a cozy games.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so of all the Kingdom Hearts games you play so far, are you looking forward when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out? Whenever that be?
If it does, yeah. Oh my gosh, because we
If
were
it
literally
does.
talking about that last week. They didn't even drop us a video. They dropped
They
us
drop us
4
screenshots.
pictures.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
think 2 of them we've already seen, right? Like Sora
Something
standing
like, yeah.
still, and then
Yeah, but we saw
that
like
was-
we saw the castle. What's the room called? Yeah, it's I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
think
just wanted to
I don't-
exist.
yeah, for me, when I saw the screenshot, I'm like, bro, that's it? Just 4 screenshots? No video, no teaser, no nothing? But I
This
can
is like
see,
the thing about the Kingdom Hearts community. You can show us screenshots like, okay, it's still real. It's still real. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We want
But-
the video, yes, but it's still real. That's all that matters.
but I could see like the
Mhm.
improvements within that game because when the trailer first came out back, I think in 2022 or 2023, one of those years.
It's 2021.
Well, Kingdom Hearts 4, the trailer.
Yep.
Oh, okay, 2021. They had shown,
2021.
the gameplay trailer was rendered in UE4 at the time. By the time hopefully when we get another trailer, it should show us how the game runs in UE5, which most games are now running. Certain games that's running
Yeah.
UE5, and when I tell you UE5, that shit gonna look nice on Kingdom Hearts,
Mhm.
especially with the
Why do I-
world,
Yeah.
especially with the worlds they're gonna be on Kingdom Hearts. I think it's supposed to be like, I think one of the worlds they're gonna have within Star Wars. So
Yeah,
Star Wars.
the trailer, the only trailer we've seen, that world,
Mhm.
that is the Star Wars. It's Tatooine.
Okay, so we're gonna have a Star Wars based world.
The Star
Hopefully,
Wars. Yeah.
hopefully we get some type of Marvel based world too with Kingdom Hearts. And you're still gonna have like the classic ones that we played, like
Probably, yeah.
like the whole
They're probably gonna do Moana and Coco. Is that what his name? That's what the name is.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like hopefully it'll probably come out for the next gen consoles. For the next gen consoles, most likely.
It will be probably, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're probably gonna get the third installation of the Final Fantasy VII before Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm predicting that now.
Mm-hmm. Are y'all looking forward to play Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out?
Well, is that a question?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Cause I know some people not gonna play it on release day. There's some people that
I've
not
never
gonna-
played.
You never played GTA before? Not 1, not 3, not 4, not
No.
5.
Never downloaded it. Never.
Wow.
What's wrong with you?
Add that to your backlog.
Yeah, but add it to your
Give it a
backlog.
try. At least off stream or something. Just give it a try and see how you feel.
It's really fun.
Yeah. I'm
I will
looking.
try it.
I'm just happy. I'm happy about with GTA 6 because it comes out on my birthday next year. So that's what I'm happy for. May 26th.
Okay.
When it,
My,
Oh, so your birthday just passed.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, happy belated. Happy belated.
Thank you. But yeah, when I
There you
first
go.
found out that it was delayed, I'm like, shit. And then I saw the
That-
release date for the delay, May 27th. I'm like, yes, okay, I'm good. I can wait for another year. I'll be 31, literally, when it comes out.
Wait, is it May 22nd or May 26th?
May 26th.
Okay.
26th.
Because I was like, my one of my college friends is getting married the 23rd.
Oh,
So
okay, you got time. And the fact that
Yeah.
the following week they came out with a second trailer, I feel like Rockstar just did that shit like a year ago. Here's a trailer. I know y'all been
Yeah.
waiting. I'm sorry for the wait. I'm sorry they got delayed the game again, but here's a trailer to show y'all how
and
it
we
is.
Why is
and we had-
delayed? Yeah.
no, it's like they didn't show us how it is. It's like the story. We haven't even seen gameplay, but I guess it's like
Nah, it's mixed. Nah, there was
that's
story.
fine.
There was a gameplay on there. There was gameplay on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was-
okay.
It was story.
It's like very small. It
Yeah.
Very
was
small, yeah.
very small, but
Nah, you can
overall,
I was gonna say, like, if you actually watch the trailer, you can see they added some gameplay blended in with the story.
yeah.
Like, if you didn't watch, like, if you watched it the first time, you probably didn't catch it. You didn't catch it all, but like, if you watch it again, you will see like the first part of it. You can tell that's like it transitions to the gameplay, and then also like other parts too. But now that game gonna be nice though, man. That game gonna be good. Now, would it come out on the online version on release day? Absolutely not. I don't think so.
No,
I
it's probably
do not
not.
think. No, they're gonna just focus on the story, and then like probably like a couple months, maybe to a year, they're probably gonna add online mode on there. Or hopefully, there's
No, I think-
crossplay to that.
Probably a month or two after, because like the stories in Grand Theft Auto games, they're not how long? They're kind of long, I guess. But
Nah,
like,
they long. Nah, they long as shit.
Oh, they're long, yeah.
Yeah. If you actually play like the actual, like if you actually do like the main and
You
side
gotta do the
story,
side. Yeah, okay.
yeah, it's long. And then also too, you might get around like the activity and stuff like that. So you might get like distracted by different activities and stuff within that game. So that's why I said to Mary, you need to play these GTA games, man. I don't know what you've been doing out here.
Yeah.
Man, I've been lacking. I've been slacking. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, man, you need to get that. So, question. So, do you
Mhm.
think platforms like Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Kick treat their creators fairly? Why or why not?
Can you elaborate on what you mean by treat them fairly? You're talking about in terms of compensation, discovery, or just all in all?
Like discoverability, compensation wouldn't like, with the whole payouts.
Um, honestly, yes. I feel like too many people don't realize what it exactly takes to be a content creator. I think like at first I was really thinking like all you got to do is really just sit in front of a camera and talk to people. But once you realize how people make a living off of content creation versus just making like a good couple hundred a month, there's a vast difference. You got to have the brand deals, you got to travel, you really got to like almost lose sleep off of making a name off yourself. So once I feel like once you hit affiliate, you could make like a good like couple hundred, maybe if you have a subathon, you can make upwards of like a 500 to 1,000, but to actually like pay off rent, you got to put in that work. You really do. So then when it comes to like Twitch, I think they do. Kick, I don't like Kick just because of the propaganda they stand for. I don't really like to discuss about that. No hate to anybody who's on there, get your coin, I guess. But when it comes to like YouTube, I don't know too much about it, but I have seen those paychecks. Okay. I think it's one of those things where it's like you also need to get like quite a bit of views, but when it comes to YouTube, the amount of editing also kind of correlates to the amount of views. Like with YouTube, you can't just really upload a VOD unless if you're not known and think it's gonna pop off. Like you gotta actually put in the editing time, kind of do your research on the SEO, see what's popping, and then you make money that way. Now with TikTok, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think that's where it becomes a little lack. But TikTok is also a great way for companies to be like, oh, this is who they are without me having to watch like a whole 30-minute dialogue video. This is the type of content they make. This is how we're going to collaborate with them. And then that's how they make money. I wouldn't say if you were to get a paycheck from TikTok themselves, it's going to be like the exact same as if you were to, stream a month on Twitch, or if you were to get a couple good videos of monetization based YouTube videos, but I think, I don't know. See, that's kind of like where the question is not weird, but it kind of can get a little confusing because like in one way, I consider TikTok better because you can get money from brands rather than from the app itself. But then on Twitch, depending on like your viewer average, the money could be pretty good, especially like it really depends on how not supportive as in like watching your streams, but as in like gifting you subs, which I truly don't feel like you should make a living off of that, because sometimes you could get hundreds of subs, sometimes you might not even get 5 a month, But then when it comes to YouTube, you can be a little bit more consistent. I don't feel like YouTube's one of those things where you can get like 1 million views one day and then 2 the other. No, once you start hitting those upper numbers, you kind of stay at that average until you just like stop posting in general.
Yeah.
So.
And speaking about Twitch too, y'all know about the new requirements for affiliates?
Yes.
No, we never heard about it.
I think you only need like.
No, I'm not.
The new requirements for the affiliates, like you need to stream at least 4 days a week, 4 times. You need to stream. You need to get an average of 3 views within like what 4 days, and you need like 25 followers or to get to affiliate. How y'all feel about that? Knowing that we had to go through a lot to get to affiliate, but now to get to affiliate is a lot more easier.
I think they made it easier for people in terms of if they want to get monetized. Because I'm going to say this. when it gets to affiliate, people can look at it a little differently. Some people might struggle to get the 50 followers, but not struggle to get the 3 average viewers. Some people might struggle even getting it, being able to stream 4 days a week. Some people might struggle on getting those 3 average viewers. But in terms of monetization, I like how you can get affiliate faster. I feel like affiliate unlocks quite a few things in terms of getting into programs, getting into stream teams, getting into guilds. But people can't take, oh, I have affiliate. Now I can make a whole bunch of cash. Like, that's not going to happen. So
That's
I
right.
just want, I'm supportive of the change, but I just don't want people thinking, oh, with that change, now it's an easy money grab. Like, that's not the
still,
way
Yeah.
you should be
and
thinking.
also still, you still got to consider about if you're going to, path the partner. Partners, the requirements haven't changed at all. So like, I just love the fact that when people hit affiliate, they feel like they're the shit. Like, oh, I'm affiliate now. I got enough follow. Especially for those who have like a good amount of followers, they feel like they're the shit and this, that, and the third. And then when they try to push for partner, you don't hear from them again. They'll try to stream. They'll stream as much as they can to try to reach for partner. And then once they realize that it's harder to get the partner, they just stop streaming for whatever reason that is.
Mhm.
Like that
Right.
just tells you, like, bro, you know, humble yourself now.
Yeah.
Right.
See, but that's because once again they come in with unrealistic expectations, thinking they're going to get spoon fed with all this cash and money. Like you're in a competition with a ton of us.
Mm-hmm.
We're like we all may work together, but it's also a business competition at the end of the day because you got
fact.
to try to keep your audience. You got to actually be willing to stream and put in the work. Like you have to try to be as consistent as possible because life is unfortunate. Life's a bitch sometimes. I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, just because you're affiliate don't mean nothing because even after you hit affiliate, you're not going to see that $50 threshold every single month. You still got to try to get people to sub to you. Even with Prime, it's still, you'd be
Mhm.
lucky if you even get that. So it's
Exactly.
like,
Also, bits
there's
too.
a lot more to it than just appearing on camera, telling people to follow you and watch your stream or whatever, and you doing what you do. No.
And you can collab as much. And you could collab with a lot of. And hold up, let me try to say this. And you could collab with a lot of content creators if you, as much as you want to. But at the same time, you might have same group of people, but that group of people might gravitate to that person other than you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Like the person they started with. Yeah.
like y'all could be like you could have people within the same community, but at the same time, it's like they're gonna gravitate to that person.
So
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
so like if you're not doing a group stream with them one night, with the other, like you guys are doing true individual streams, they're probably gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Definitely. You just gotta be mindful who you want to collaborate with too, because not all collaboration is good collaboration, people. I keep saying that shit all
That's
the
a
time.
fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just because that person has that game doesn't mean you gotta play that same game with that person too. You gotta have that same energy. Some type of
Right.
energy amongst
Mhm.
the amount of people y'all doing. So Conflicted here has a question for us. So how do we feel about multi-streaming?
I think it is one of the best ways right now to gain viewers, but you need to do your research on your own time with your own content to see what works out for you. Just because someone multi streams on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and TikTok does not mean you can multi stream and get the same exact outcome of them as well. Plus, multi-streaming means you got to essentially handle 4 different communities at once, 4 different
Mhm.
chats at once, which
Right.
means if you're not taking care of yourself and not managing your time and stuff like that, you are going to get burnt out very, very fast. It's going to lead to more trolls, more eyes on you. It's really just like do you want to do the commitment of multi-streaming? Do you realize that it's a high risk, high reward type thing? You know?
Exactly. And also too, I don't y'all heard about that story with Nutty, right? The streamer.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
How he got banned on Twitch because of the whole multi-streaming thing. Because I think he said something about TikTok, how he wanted to test something out on his TikTok chat about like gifting, like doing like the gifts and stuff like that. And I guess
Mhm.
Twitch found out, they banned this man, and Twitch, it's like y'all want people to multi-stream, but it's like y'all don't want us to multi-stream alongside with Twitch. So it's like, what do y'all want? What do you want us to do?
Yeah, it's like they want to prioritize their platform. Like if you multi-stream, you can't really talk about another platform. Like, oh, thank
Yeah.
you for the follow on Twitch. I mean, not Twitch, on Twitter, or thank you for the follow on TikTok. So it's like they don't want you like literally saying the other platform you're multi-streaming on, because of course they want their bucks.
Like,
Like I said, everything's a business at the end of the day. It sucks, but
yeah.
That's just how it is.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
still on. Well, regardless, I'm still multi-stream on Twitch anyway. Regardless, so if I get banned,
Right.
I get banned. Fuck it, is what it is.
they
Right.
get me when they
Mhm.
get me, is how I feel about it. Because I already got backup platforms and I'm going on anyway that I'm, working on as far as my craft and all that. So
That's a fact. Yeah.
But yeah, multi-streaming
You
is
said
good.
you already.
But yeah,
I'm
multi-streaming
sorry. I
is
was
good.
like,
Oh, you just did a multi-stream on 3 accounts last night. What 3 accounts you did on Conflicted? What 3 accounts?
how
I
do
know
I like?
obviously it's Twitch.
There you go.
and also,
Sorry.
how was the experience, Conflicted? Please let us know, how was your experience? Because I know everyone gets a different experience with multi-streaming.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold up. I have another question here too. Gotta find that. Hold up. Let me see.
Oh, yo, Tamara, real quick while he's doing that.
Mhm.
Talk a little bit about DreamCon. What was your favorite part?
Oh yeah.
What's something that you hated you missed? Because I know I was like,
Okay.
yeah.
My favorite part was definitely going to the Is Dangerous to Go Alone panel with A Christine, Berlize, and Leland. Actually, A Christine just followed me on freaking TikTok, which I literally
nice.
screamed to
W.
people. I was like, oh my freaking god! Because I literally mentioned her in one of my videos, and I was like, she was talking about basically what you all were just talking about, like not every collaboration is a good collaboration, and I think that really helped me because y'all know I don't really do collaborations just because I'm
Mhm.
very, even though I'm talking like fluidly right now, I have a lot of like, I feel social anxiety kind of ish. Like it's a little hard for me. Like sometimes I just force myself to start the conversation, but I know deep down in my gut that as soon as I like end the call, I might go into like hibernation for a good 6 hours. But no, that was really one of my favorite parts because I got to go with 2 of my big bros, Kingly Abe and Jay, and it really made me feel happy because it's like you can really like build yourself up with people around you who aren't negative Nancy's about your growth. Like you can build
Mhm.
yourself while also being around people who want to see you win. Like I said earlier, I love seeing other people win. I love seeing, my mutuals hit affiliate, get into that ambassador program, hit partner, hit a video that has like 100,000, a million views, And I just think that panel kind of solidified that. But I think the lows was like so many things happened at once that I just truly don't feel like, was enough for the amount of time they gave us. It was like from 12 to 10 or 12 to 8, something like that. And it was very, very, not necessarily cramped, but I just think it was too much in such little time. I
Yeah.
feel like it probably should have been like a Thursday to Sunday type dealio,
Yeah.
or maybe not. And this, I'm not trying to sound rude, maybe not allow so many smaller panels, especially during the time of bigger panels. Because like there
Yeah.
was this one panel that I really wanted to check out. Actually, I guess the panel hosters didn't even show up or something like that. But it was like another collaboration panel, but it happened just during the time of the Flowers for RDC World. But because our group was a little bit unorganized, we ended up just getting drinks instead. And I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I was not all alone, but I didn't want to be sitting here walking around with like 30,000 people because you never know what could have happened. I at least wanted to be around
Mhm.
somebody I knew. So I kind of
Right.
sacrificed that Flowers for IDC World panel to be with my friends, which at the end of the day, they're probably all recorded. So I'm not like, we missed the panel, so I hate you guys. Or we missed the Christology meetup, so I hate you guys. But I just wish that time management could have been better on both parts. Like, maybe not have it be at the time. Because, I feel like so many people were there for so many different creators, but then so many
Mhm.
other things were going on, and I don't know. Maybe it could also just be the mindset because it's my first ever, convention. I think also. Can I say a little tip?
Yeah.
Don't think you're going to go into a convention thinking you're going to get everything done. Like, I literally have, like, my own Discord server, like, literally just me and my alt. And I had, like, a whole bunch of questions that I was going to ask creators and make, like, a whole bunch of videos off of. I even asked on Twitter, and I got, like, a whole bunch of responses. I only got 3, which I ended up just, like, not posting the video, but I just didn't have time because I was too busy enjoying myself. I was outside,
So like,
I was in a whole nother,
so
like,
you was
I
trying
don't
to
know.
like interview like other content creators out there, or
I was basically trying to like pick
at,
content creators' minds,
ah,
being
okay.
like, what made you want to like stay in the content creation industry? Not what made you start, but what made you stay.
Ah,
So I feel like
okay.
everybody kind of has their mere breaking point,
Mhm,
It's just something I like to do. I just like to pick at people's brains.
mhm,
Not in like a rude way, but just to like really dig deeper than the surface level.
mhm. And back to the collaborations though. Like I also have social anxiety too. I'm not gonna lie, which is crazy. 'Cause I have a podcast with Mel and X and Cam. It's kind of great because I like to talk. It depends on who I'm around. Like if I'm around
Yep.
people that I don't really know, then yeah, my social anxiety gonna rise up. But like if I'm around people that I know that I talk to and stuff like that, and I'm comfortable with, I could talk to people. And normally I don't do collabs outside of the podcast because I like to do things on my own sometimes. And I realize that that's not really a good thing to do. Like I do want to find other people to collab with, but also I gotta also consider the fact that I do work on weekdays in the afternoon shift, and most people that like play games, do these type of events, they doing these events on days that I'm at work. So like I can't really participate. And
Right.
for those who have stuff on weekends, I can't really do. I mean, I could do it, but it's like by the time then I'm either doing the podcast or I'm just doing like a stream or I'm just sleeping. Like it's hard for me to collab with other content creators.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I completely get that. I think one thing that also helps a little bit is kind of like going off of what we were saying earlier, not collaborating with everybody, but also forming a connection before you collaborate
Oh,
Yes.
also
for
helps
sure.
a
Right.
lot.
Yeah.
Like there's this group of people that I want to collaborate with that I've been trying to get to know for a couple months, because last time I really collaborated with somebody was like in 2023. But I got a few people together to play Valorant, and then all of a sudden it turned into like them trying to talk to each other, but then every time I talked, it was like crickets. It was like I was just like completely ignored.
Ooh
So I
Wow.
was
wee.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really like that type of energy. That's why I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a name for myself. I'm gonna be doing my own. I wasn't sitting here. I actually never even brought it up to them because they were all, grown. Like one of them had like a kid on the way. They were basically not even streaming anymore
Mhm.
by the time I really wanted to bring it up. But I think that moment kind of made me rethink collaborations a little bit, not just sit here and collaborate with people just based off of first impressions, but actually get to know them a little to see if our energies match each other.
Mhm.
Like, I'm gonna
Definitely.
sit here and say in the nicest way possible, there are about 8 people who I've sat here in a call with the intention of wanting to collaborate that I was like, you know what? I think it's probably better to not. Just based off of I do not care about viewer average. I do not care about how much you
Mm-hmm.
post. I do not care about nothing. But I do care about if I were to be sitting here playing with you or doing anything, would I sit here and be able to like reciprocate the energy? Would I be really like the only one talking? Would, our I really hate to say it like this, but like would our views align? Because I'm not really gonna sit here and like I'm not gonna sit here and give attention to somebody who I know won't really
Who won't put the
like
effort in?
reciprocate the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm not sitting here saying like, "Oh, you got to share 100% of the beliefs that I do in order for me to even talk to you," but it's like it's not about to be a 100 and 0,
Mhm.
It's like the common ground essentially. Like
Yep,
even
Right.
if we were to have
exactly.
if we were to have a civil conversation that we don't agree on, we can at least agree to disagree cordially, but with that common ground.
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when it comes to that streaming together feature, like I like it in a to a certain standpoint, because like I feel like a lot of people using that streaming together feature a lot lately when it comes to like collaborating, because like when you mix your communities together, it look nice when you have all them viewers in, but people be forgetting that you still got to like have you still responsible for your individual views, because you might have 5 viewers at the time when you're streaming. That person might have
Right.
like 60, 70 people in their streams and stuff like that. Y'all collaborate together and stuff like that. When you put the numbers
Yeah.
together, it looks good, but it's like it don't really help you out when it comes to like,
Yeah, like how many of those like 60 they got follow you, or like you see them
yeah.
in their screen, you know what I mean? It's like it's like you said, good for right then, but then later on it's like
I just feel like people overuse that shit, man. I hate it. Not saying like I don't mind it, but it's like I don't use that shit at all. I don't care. I use it.
I think if go ahead and finish. My bad.
Now I was gonna say I use it from time to time, but not heavy like that. Like not as heavy as other people do. Go ahead,
I
Lex.
was gonna say, I think it varies on the connection you have with the people you're collabing. That's the biggest thing that plays a factor. Like me and Dre could be playing, like I said, lately we've been doing a lot of Resident Evil collabs. Like most of the time I'm not really streaming because I don't stream on those days, or I just kind of want to take a break. But even if me and him do share chat, I don't expect that entitlement. Like I
yeah.
could have 5 people, he could have 10. Like we're both keeping our views. We're talking to each other's chats because it's in a shared thing. I just feel like if you're genuinely vibing with the person you have, none of that matters.
Right.
Most people, they feel entitled. Like, oh, you're cool with me, or I've helped you, now you help me. So that's where
Right.
that comes in.
That's
It's
a
the
fact.
jealousy, the entitlement, the
Yeah.
I owe you, you owe me type shit. Like if you on that type of time, and do not talk to me. This
I
is your
don't
time to
owe
leave.
Mhm.
I don't owe
Yeah.
nobody a motherfucking thing. I don't owe nobody
On
a
me.
motherfucking thing for real. Nah, that should be pissing me off though. Like, I'm not obligated to do all these things. Like, I'll help you out, but if you trying to force that shit on me, oh no.
That's a
Don't force
fact.
that shit on me and my community that I've built
Yeah.
with y'all
Mhm.
support. Like, don't do that.
And
Because for
mix.
one, me and Drake could vibe, but people in our community might not vibe entirely. So that'll tell
Right.
us when we could use share chat, when not to, or depending on the game. Like, you got to look at those analytics, because that plays a role too. But people don't pay attention to that most of the time, because they're too busy trying to number farm and clout
Yeah.
chase.
Yeah, there you go, number
Mhm.
forming right there. And I was gonna say this too, like if I'm ever gonna collab with somebody and stuff like that, I'll probably watch their streams first to see how they act. Like what
Yeah.
games they play, how they act with their community, or if they playing with somebody else that they know, how they talk to their people when they playing games with. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put in
The
all.
biggest way to
Go ahead, Lex.
go ahead, Dre.
I was gonna say that's how I look at all those factors. That's what I was gonna say.
Like I say, the biggest way to tell, see how they are with their own community when they're collabing with people they already know.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
your biggest tester right there, because how they act with their community is how they're going to act with you. But some people are good at putting on a fake persona, though. Some people are good at having a mask on. So you got to test the water, see how they are with their own community versus maybe someone from their community, but who also has their own community established with people they may not be too familiar with. Like, you really have to pay attention to how people talk to their chats and everything.
Cause some people got these. Some people mouths are fucking reckless at some point. It's like yo,
Yeah.
some people
And
have no
also
filters.
go with your instincts too. If you feel like you're not gonna vibe with someone, just stick to that, because you
Just don't
could
do
be
it.
right.
Yep.
You could be right. Don't risk trying it, and then
A
you
disaster
lose
happens.
that you lose that relationship with your community because of one little mistake you made when you could have just went with your gut and avoided it.
Yeah, just because y'all, like I said earlier, just because y'all have the same game does not mean that y'all should play it again. Because it's like y'all got the same game, you could play da da da. If you don't want to play that game, just don't play that game. Just because that person says so, don't do it. If you don't feel comfortable or like you gotta force yourself to play that game because that's one way you can collaborate with people, don't feel like you need to force yourself to do that. 'Cause you're not gonna
Right.
like it. You're definitely not gonna like it. So let's see. I got a question. All right. So, do you think that do you think streamers should share their personal struggles with their audience, or there should be a line between private and public life?
I think that is truly just up to the streamer. I don't really think there's like a solid, hey, don't share this, separate it, or hey, share this. Because I don't know. I feel like if a viewer were to come to me, like in a public space, about something they're struggling with, I would prefer them to talk about it with me in messages or like in a personal space, only because if people are probably in your stream, it's probably to like, have fun, relax and stuff like that. And you don't want that one person or, just something to like bring down the mood. But then like in another way, you could also see it as like kind of like with my grandfather's passing, it can kind of be like a way to like at least give people some type of closure as to like why you're gone or why you're taking like a little bit of an absence or why you'd be going a different route with something. So I think it really just depends. I don't view it as like a bad thing, but also view it as like a situational thing.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you some rapid fire questions, just random questions, rapid fire. All right. So coffee or tea?
Coffee.
All right. Early bird or night owl?
Early bird. I wake up at 5 a.m. or 6.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm a morning worker.
Oh, okay.
All right. Favorite gaming snack?
Oh, I don't know. Probably like Takis or blackberries. Pretty good.
Takis or black?
Or Milano cookies.
Cookies are black. Man, Milano cookies are the shit.
Okay.
Yeah, those London Fog ones.
All right. Console or PC?
PC.
Marvel or DC?
I don't know anything about them, but Marvel, I guess, because I play Marvel Rivals. I've never watched anything
Oh,
Like-
okay. All right.
other than Black Panther.
All right. Favorite Kingdom Hearts character?
Axel.
Yup.
Axel.
All right. Most played game right now?
Kingdom Hearts or Walking Dead.
All right. One game you wish you could stream more often?
Probably Marvel, only because my PC isn't strong enough to really like play it. Like it lags a lot.
Oh, okay.
But-
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, okay. Favorite way to unwind after a long stream?
Favorite way to unwind? Probably playing with friends. Typically, every time I end stream, I'm always hopping into a call with like a friend to play Marvel or Valorant. Yeah, that's really it.
All right. So, what are your goals for your streaming career? What are your goals when it comes to streaming in the next year?
Well, I already hit one of them. Become an ambassador for one of my dream companies, Corsair. But
Oh,
then
congratulations, by the way.
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
congrats on that.
Bobby's in the chat.
Probably start on the business, like actually getting it into motion, because I graduate or being invited to a tech event would be like my top 2. Definitely my top 2. Definitely. Oh, and then also one more thing, getting sponsored by Microsoft would be really cool.
That'd be
Ooh,
dope.
That'd be dope for real.
And
Mhm.
speaking of goals, what are some other goals you've accomplished recently? Whether it's goals with your social medias, followage, or anything, or even other like partnerships and brands that you've joined.
Yeah, so I recently changed my editing style because I did a lot of research as to what's likable. A company that I've liked since 2023 literally messaged me and said, after I already did my collaboration with them, and they're like, you know what, we're actually really in awe and impressed by your work, and we're going to work with you soon. And I thought that was like really cool. Another big thing is like outside of content creation, traveling alone. I get very overstimulated very quickly. A lot of social anxiety. I took like a plane by myself to Houston. I paid for basically everything by myself. Took a flight back at like 1 a.m. Kind of just like that adulting thing. I got an apartment on my own, paid off my credit card on my own. I've done some really big moves outside of content creation that kind of like shifted gears from like, oh, living at home with my parents to living alone, or living at home with my parents to living alone by myself. I kind of have to switch from like that kid to adult mindset. Like,
Mhm.
it's kind of like building my life up.
Well, congratulations. Look at you.
W
Thank you.
Golden.
Thank you.
Big W's.
So are there any games or projects you're excited to explore soon?
Definitely getting more into the Resident Evil series. I want to get more into the story based games. But what do you mean in terms of projects? Like things that I've just done.
Like any community goal that you want to do, or like
Or
I don't
any
know, this is
special
really-
events.
Yeah,
if
special
that makes
events.
sense.
I
That's
am
not a
about
special
to
event.
start a series called 21 Things by 21, and kind of just because I'm not about to sit here and say I have a rough childhood, but I definitely would consider a non-traditional childhood. So kind of just like stating 21 things that I have learned to make people not feel so alone, because I noticed being 21 is that weird margin of like, you kind of have to grow up, you have to do like something, but a lot of people still feel reformed because I feel like our generation was a little bit more sheltered when it came to adulting. So kind of having to do a lot of stuff by myself. One of the big projects that I want to do by August is like create 21 short form films. And like, this is what I've learned, so you don't feel alone in this society, really, as a young adult.
Okay, that's nice. You said in August, right? You gonna start
Cool.
that?
Oh, I want to have it done by August. I
Oh,
originally
done by
wanted to
August.
start it in July, but with a couple things I do have coming up, just like, courses and stuff like in university. It's one of those things where I just don't want to like sit in front of a camera, edit it, and release it like I do with my other videos. Like, I actually want to go
Mhm.
out, explore,
Mhm.
and be myself, like put time and effort.
All right. So we're about to end our podcast soon. So I got two more questions. So this is my first one right here.
Okay.
What advice would you give to someone who are just starting out in the streaming or content creation?
Ooh, very specific things. I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, just keep posting, you're gonna make it. I'm not about to sit here and sugarcoat it. Do your research. Don't just upload any clip you find on social media. Actually look into your biggest creators, because they hire people to study the algorithms, edit their videos, and post it for them. They probably get like $200, $300 per video. And yes, they do make that much money. Study what they do and then do it yourself for free. Take the time, learn different editing apps, learn how to edit well. Study how people within the first 3 to 5 seconds, or even within the first 10 seconds of their video, captivate people's attention, and then reciprocate that in your videos. That will probably more than likely help you break that 200 view, 20 average like space in your videos. And I really hate to say it like this, but Twitter really helps, because
Mhm.
Twitter is one of those platforms where Threads is a thing, but let's be real, as much as I love Threads, as much as I love Blue Sky, it's just, it doesn't have the amount of attention than Twitter. And if you're truly trying to take your content creation a step up from a hobby, basically all, let me not say all, companies release their partnerships forms, their ambassador applications, the Twitch guilds they open, they probably say it's on Twitter. So as much as I hate it, and of course I'm not gonna support the musky guy by getting Twitter blue, but getting that app and connecting with streamers is the one way how I was able to even reach as high as 30 average viewers at one point, was making those connections outside of just reposting, liking, and commenting on a video. Yep, and I will sit here and say that's the one of the best ways I have sat here and gotten partnerships is by reposting stuff, not reposting stuff, but engaging in company communities. I'm not even gonna sit here and gatekeep that. Like Twitter is one of those apps that I absolutely hate because of those like weird ass think pieces, but it's truly beneficial if you want to take your stuff a step further from a hobby to a business.
The musky god is crazy.
That's what I'm about to say too.
She ain't lying.
But nah, I'm gonna say this for real though. Tamara gave the best advice on this podcast. One of the best. One of the best advice on this podcast by far. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest for real. You did. That was a good advice. You went detail by detail by detail about your advice, about how to make your content better, how to get your name out there, how to get these brands and partnerships that everybody want to get.
And I could definitely vouch for Tamara too, because somehow she discovered me on Twitter one day and followed me. And I'm like, oh, who's this? And I looked, I'm like, okay, somebody who's like me, does content creation, does marketing stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Follow. And then
Mhm.
it's been
Facts.
inevitable. And then she got in the bunny gang.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's like
Kind of like I don't know if I'm really in bunny gang. Like I kind of am, but I don't have a bunny. I'm just here. I don't know. I love them. They based in my city. I've never gotten a bunny. But I guess I don't know if that's something I got to reach out to, but I got a shirt. I got a bandana.
So we have a channel in the server where you basically kind of incorporate your bunny design, and then the owner, he'll work on it, and then it'll get released. I'll tag you in it because I'm a mod in there too, so I'll tag you in it.
I should have supposed to do that 2 years ago.
Damn.
We can get you a bunny.
For? I didn't know.
CPT like a
Like, oh, I got a
motherfucker.
shirt. I got a
Damn,
That's
oh my
okay.
gosh, I got a shirt. I got a bandana. God, I think I first got in touch with them around like 2023. Yeah, and then they sent me a shirt, but then something happened. Like literally all the roads around me got messed up. So then it just never came. So I got the package like 3 months late, but then another 2 months later, I got another package with the same exact things, and I have 2 shirts and 2 bandanas.
Wow.
No, they're just been
see,
sitting in there.
and that's where that networking comes from. But Lex,
I
Lex
got
ain't
you.
gonna hook you up.
We gonna get you a bunny,
my-
okay?
Didn't even realize. Oh my gosh! I thought it was like a whole other application or something. Or I was just like, oh.
Mm-mm. It's in the server.
So where can we? Go ahead.
Sorry. Can I give one more piece of advice real quick?
Go right ahead.
TikTok, no matter what you hear about that app, about it getting deleted, post on there and I typically do not feed into the clip farming thing. Clip farming is okay for your own content, but please don't bring down other people to build yourself up, because that is toxic as fuck, and it might work for a short amount of time, but after 2 weeks, you will get nowhere but down.
Yeah,
What is
And
actually
that
clip
backlash
farming?
will come in.
Clip farming means like essentially just like
do the most craziest shit, and that's how you get known.
Oh, okay.
like
way.
it's like being an unauthentic version of yourself to get views.
Oh, okay.
I'm a
Putting
beast.
on a mask.
I feel like
Yeah.
kind of just like putting on a mask for views. And I feel like there's some people out here who clip farm themselves, but if you're trying to like be a version of yourself that's not truly yourself, you're gonna get tired of it at one point, and you're just gonna end up burning yourself out. Like, you can clip yourself. You know, there have been times where I've had to over exaggerate something so it looked better on short form. Like, that's okay. But if you're sitting here basically like what Lex said, like putting on a mask and like being a whole different version of yourself just for the betterment of other people are gonna see that through. Yeah, like rage baiting, being intentionally dense, like
basically like cringeworthy stuff that be like
Mhm.
cringeworthy to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it
Cringy
is
and
okay.
backlashing bullshit, I call it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Look
Like-
at Pop the Balloon and Fall in Love. You see them clips?
Facts.
Mhm.
Yeah, them shits are very cringe. Them shits are very cringeworthy to watch, in my opinion. Very cringeworthy. I try to
Yeah.
like back then. I used to watch Pop the Balloon and Fall in Love. I used to watch the whole episode from start to finish. Now at this point,
Mhm.
I just get to the point where I like, all right, cool, and they're gonna match or not. If they don't match, all right, cool. Go on to the next one. If they do, fine, whatever. Like, it's just very cringeworthy to watch. It's just very, 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 very cringeworthy to watch on that show. And for those going on and for those people that go on that show back to back to back over and over and over again, it's like just stick with
Not
one like
worth
that.
it.
It's not worth it, yo.
Yep.
Like I seen people go on that show for like the third or fourth time, like, yo, fucking give up. I'm sorry.
Right.
Just don't go on the show no more, cause you make yourself look bad. And you see
feel
why
like
you get
with
popped on.
I feel like with the culture of clip farming, it kind of lowers people's motivation of they can become something with their authentic self. When in reality, it should be the exact opposite. Like, just because you see these big streamers sitting here clip farming, you know, because they're already known. They're no matter what they do, they're still gonna get views. But don't let that deter you from being your authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep. All right, so Tamara, where can we find you on social for those people in the chat that want to know where they can find you on your socials? Where can we find you?
Okay, so my name is TamaraLuvss's all across the board, but on like Instagram and TikTok, it's 3 S's, but on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter, it's 2. Sorry, I had to change one of them because it wouldn't let me change back anyway. But no, I'm a variety streamer, but then I'm also a tech specialized content creator and also a lifestyle content creator. On basically all short form content. I don't make any long form content at the moment just because I am a pretty busy person. I just don't have the time to edit. But yeah, all in all, I just love helping out people, especially as someone who, you know, is working on getting her money up. I also like to review tech products, you know, say if they're worthy of purchasing or not, if they're long lasting and stuff like that. And yeah, honestly, navigating my 20s. That's really it.
All right, okay. Well, for those who are watching on y'all desktops right now on y'all computers, make sure y'all click on her name on that stream title right there and follow on her Twitch channel. I think she have most of her socials on there too, right? You can click on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so make sure y'all do that right now. Like right now, right now.
Yep.
All right, so like right now today. So Tamara, thank you for stopping by. It's been a pleasure having you here. How was it?
Of course. Honestly, I truly loved it. This is like one of my first podcasts I've ever been on. Really like my first like group podcast. But I think one thing that I truly liked is how you all didn't just like ask the basic questions, but it kind of felt more like a conversation. Because I will sit here and say I was a little like tense. I was like, oh, what are they gonna ask? Because usually I don't do well in like time sensitive situations. But it's like the questions you all asked wasn't just like a yes or no answer. It actually like played off of previous conversations or conversations that are like going on in today's streamer community or content creation community, which I really do appreciate. And the fact that you all brought me on here means a lot. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. And
No problem.
And like I said in the beginning, sometimes we'll get off topic, and that's the best part of having a conversation. Sometimes we get off topic of certain things, and we just have, you know, these good conversations. We just go with the flow type of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Tamara. Hope you have a wonderful day, and hopefully we'll see more of your stream soon. All right.
Of course. It was so nice to meet all of you. Thank you so much for having me. You'll have a great day and be safe. Bye, chat.
All right, you too.
All right, bye.
Tamara, really quick, check the Bunny Gang Discord server, the Build Your Bunny channel.
Could I do it after I get home? Because I am about to go somewhere really quick.
Yeah, but that's the
That's
channel
fine.
to check for the Build Your Bunny thing.
All right, Tamara. Have a good one.
Thank you, you too.